This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. So it looks like Lil Lauren Boebert might be in trouble with the feds related to her campaign finance shenanigans. These people who always yammer on about law and order and respecting the rule of law and what all of this is just talk. It is drivel falling from their mouths because they don't believe in the rule of law. They don't believe in sensible regulations. Lauren Boebert, I'm going to read from this Denver Post article. Lauren Boebert paid rent and utilities with campaign funds, FEC filings show. Republican Congresswoman later reimbursed her campaign for $6,650. She's using campaign money, donations from citizens, from the folks, to pay her bills. This coming on the heels of her failing to, some would say refusing to, report like $450,000 worth of income of her husband. Something's going on here, and it needs to be paid attention to. I'm going to read from this article. Republican U.S. Rep. Lauren Boebert paid rent and utility bills with campaign funds in violation of federal campaign finance laws. New filings with the Federal Election Commission show. The filings submitted to the FEC on Tuesday also indicate that Boebert reimbursed her campaign for the $6,650 worth of payments. Representatives for the Congresswoman could not immediately be reached for comment. Shocker that they weren't available to address this breach of federal law. Each of the four payments in question, two for $2,000 each and another two for $1,325 each, were amended to show payments for the same amount, description, and on the same days to Joe Pacheco, whose address is the same as Shooter's Grill in Rifle, Colorado, which Boebert owns. Pacheco's relationship to Boebert was not immediately clear. The latest discrepancy appeared in a July campaign finance report for the committee, Lauren Boebert for Congress. Payments to Venmo were described as personal expense of Lauren Boebert billed to campaign account in error. Expense has been reimbursed. The next month, FEC officials asked the campaign for clarification on the error. Boebert spokesman Jake Settle told Forbes that he would describe the payments as personal expenses. That's not how this works. Jake, not Jake from State Farm, Jake from Boebert. That's not how it works. Campaign donations are for campaign expenses, not for rent, not for your electric bill, especially when your husband's pulling down about $500,000 at his job. You don't run for Congress as a way to make a living. You don't raise campaign funds so you can go out to nice dinners. This is why campaign finance needs to be addressed. We need to take out the insidious influence of money in our politics so idiots like Lauren Boebert don't think she can enrich herself through the process. If the payments were personal use of campaign funds, the commission may consider taking further legal action. FEC senior campaign finance analyst Shannon Ringhold wrote in the August letter to Boebert's campaign. However, prompt action to obtain reimbursement of the funds in question will be taken into consideration. Boebert's supplemental report filed Tuesday reiterated that the expenses had been reimbursed and will be reported with the campaign's next, which is due in October. In February, the Denver Post reported that Boebert was paid more than $22,000 in mileage reimbursements, which would have meant she drove 38,712 miles in 2020 during a stretch of the pandemic where travel was limited. 38,000 miles she claims she traveled. For mileage reimbursements, which would indicate driving. You don't get mileage reimbursements when you're flying. Boebert's campaign later filed an amended report on that claim, to the FEC, claiming that the congresswoman received $21,200 in reimbursements for mileage, travel expenses, and hotel stays. More than $17,000 of that money still went to mileage reimbursement, the campaign said. Crooks and liars, everyone. And in August, the Associated Press reported Boebert had not divulged during her campaign that her husband made $478,000 as an oil and gas consultant in 2020. She filed that information with the House of Representatives several months into her first term because the rules only apply to other people if you're a Republican. They don't apply to you. She can do what she can do what she wants to do, according to her. And then later, you amend the report after you've had the benefit of the money. These people are pernicious. They are dangerous. They are charlatans. Every last one, to be sure. Anyway, I'd love to know what you think. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me daily at dollemore.com. I'd love to hear from you. You can connect with me on social media and scream at me there. I'm on Twitter and Instagram. I'm at Dollemore, just about everywhere. So you can punch in at Dollemore and you will unfortunately find my ugly mug. Anyway, I would appreciate it if you would consider supporting my work here on the platform for as little as $1.99 a month. You can click the join button, become a channel member. Every little bit goes a long way. If I'm able to marshal the size of my audience and have 1 or 2% of people give $1.99, we could grow this operation into something truly, truly amazing. You can also go over to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. That's a fantastic way to support and produce my work too. Love you guys. I'll see you next time. Until then, be genuine. Take care of one another.